Good morning, all you happy people. It is Vlogmas day 18. Can you believe it? 1 week from today is Christmas. Wow, the time is rolling. Almost the close of 2019. Hard to believe. These years roll around faster and faster, it seems, the younger I get, of course. So I am getting ready to go into my Weight Watchers meeting this morning. It is like 60 degrees here and raining. That's cold for us. It's actually supposed to go down to 40 degrees tonight. So, might have to crank on the heat, I think. But I am not complaining, because we had 90+ degree weather for like months. So this is a welcome reprieve. So what do I expect going into my meeting today? Well, I can tell you that I got on the scale this morning and the scale said 189.6. I knew it. I knew I was there. So I mentioned that I had lost 60 pounds. Well, you know, I'm like 0.6 away from 60 pounds. So there's that. So we will see what the Weight Watchers scale says. But at any rate, there is a difference from last week. If they say that I have simply maintained, their scale is broken. I am here to tell you because I have been working it, and I know that my home scale shows a significant difference from last week. So I am fully anticipating a loss today. So excited about that, and I will check in with you after class. Hey there, I just came out of my meeting. So did I have a gain, loss, or maintain? What do you guys think? Well, I knew I should have a loss, which I did. Yay! Down 0.8 this week, according to the Weight Watchers scale. So it's not broken. It's still working, even if it is a little different than mine at home. But at any rate, the scale is going in the right direction, right? So excited about the loss. You know, our leader, Janice, was back this week. Yay! We were all so happy to see her. She asked during the meeting, does anybody have any victories? What's working for you, etc. So, you know, everybody was kind of quiet, so, you know, I felt obligated to share. No, I really hope to encourage other people. So I shared that I was down 0.8 pounds this week. The purple plan's really working for me. The previous week, I simply maintained, no gain, no loss. The previous week, 2 weeks, I lost 1.2 and 1.4 pounds. So that is excellent. Still loving being able to have brown rice, sweet potatoes, oatmeal for 0 points. I love it. I mean, obviously before I could have carbs, but it was going to cost me, and I wasn't willing to pay the price all the time. So yeah, I feel like my body was just really needing the extra carbs. So I have not gone overboard on the carbs. I'm happy to report. So there is that victory. So yeah, love the purple plan. I feel like it's very sustainable. I can do this for the rest of my life. I am not depriving myself. But you know, obviously I'm on a 103-pound weight loss journey. So I do have to operate within certain confines. But you know, I was thinking about this. I've been thinking about this for a while, that weight loss is not unlike having a financial budget. You know, no matter what your salary is, we all operate within a certain budget, whether it is on paper or not. We have confines, financial restrictions, and parameters that we work within. And why would we treat the intake of calories any differently than we would our money, our salary, the money that we have coming in? You know, conversely, if we treated our financial budget like we treat our calorie budget, what would that look like? Because far too often, I know for me in the past, I have just consumed willy-nilly without thought. And the reality is that every food, every bite has a number attached to it, right? So obviously if our caloric intake is greater than our energy output, we are going to gain weight. And particularly as we age, because as we age, you know, our body does not need as many calories. We typically need less to actually move our bodies, unless we're really working out, etc. But then thirdly, the other kind of catch-22 thing is that with the advent of menopause, our digestion slows down because hormones regulate the digestion. And so our digestion is simply not as efficient or effective as it once was. And then throw in the mix, if you've had your gallbladder removed like I have, then your digestion is definitely not what it used to be. So, you know, there's all these considerations, but back to the financial comparison here. You know, this is where mindfulness and tracking really comes in, because if you don't track where your money is going, guess what? You're going to go in debt, right? If you're just spending, you know, just binge shopping, you know, whatever, overextending yourself, you're going to go into debt. There is a limit. The same for calories, same for what we're eating. You know, some people are like, well, I could never do Weight Watchers. I could never do any diet because it's too restricting. We don't want restrictions. We don't want someone to tell us no. Well, if we adopt that mentality, then there are, you know, consequences, right? So I challenge you this week, for the next 7 days, think of your caloric intake like you would your salary or your budget, and see if that doesn't kind of shift your mindset up a little bit and get you to really think about, yeah, maybe I do need to operate within certain confines. It's an interesting concept, right? Sometimes we gotta really examine what we're doing and be more mindful. So that's my challenge to you guys this week. I am hoping to get on the treadmill. My back was hurting actually the other day after the treadmill. So I'm gonna cut back my time and see if that does the trick. If my back hurts again, then I know that I probably need to just stick to walking in the neighborhood for a little while. So we will see how that goes. Not a whole lot planned for today, you guys. One of the areas of focus that I am just zeroed in on is organizing and purging. I think it's the season. But I want to do some work in a couple different closets in my house, and just organize and purge, and probably schedule a Salvation Army home pickup. I just want to get rid of things that we're not using. If it doesn't have a purpose, then it's not serving us. So, yep, I'm just on a mission. Just, you know, my word for on a mission to organizing and just be more streamlined. And while I am far from being a minimalist, and I'm pretty sure I never will be, but I do want to just really keep the things that we need, but discard the things that we don't. So that my word for 2019, you know, I don't know if you guys have a word, but my word has been simplify. I love this word because to me, simplify means or equals peace. And I don't know about you, but I need more peace. So I have really embraced that word, simplify, in many areas of my life. And I have to say that moving into 2020, that word will definitely stick with me. But I've been contemplating, what is my word going to be for 2020? And I'm still contemplating that. I have 2 runners up in my mind right now, so we'll see what I come up with. One of the words is consistency. and particularly as it relates to weight loss, my weight loss journey. Obviously, this journey, this train is moving on into 2020 to reach my goal and then just maintain. So yeah, consistency is one word, and focus on other goals that I have. So that is exciting. Janice, our Weight Watchers coach, asked in the meeting when I was sharing about, I've lost 59 point whatever pounds over the last year, and everyone was like, "Oh, yay!" Which is very nice. I wasn't looking for that, but that was very nice. But she said, "How has this changed you?" Well, I would have to say the main thing is I feel so much better. I feel better today than I did yesterday. Every day I feel better. And also that I have more confidence, and that translates into really being able to go after other goals that I have. So, weight loss is not simply about weight loss. It is about total overall health and wellness. And it's interesting how the same habits of discipline, consistency, being mindful, those can transfer into other areas of our lives. And that is the exciting part. So I have, really been focusing on how that will transfer into other areas of my life. And it's exciting. It's exciting when you are brave and you face your fears and you face your challenges head on, knowing that, with life, we fail. We are not perfect. I like one of Weight Watchers kind of slogans, progress, not perfection. But that's life. None of us are perfect. But we learn from our lessons. We learn from our failures. And it helps us to grow and to move forward. So I'm excited about 2020. I hope you guys are too. So just wanted to share that little bit with you. I think I'm going to go home and work on organizing some closets. So I'll check in with you later. So I'm sitting down to have my second cup of coffee today because it's that kind of day. It's in the 50s. It's a little chilly and rainy. So I have my boiled egg and banana for my breakfast because I normally do not eat before I go to Weight Watchers. And I'm getting ready to sit down and do my morning devotions. I'm working through this Bible in 90 days, although it is not my goal to read through the Bible in 90 days per se, but it does help me to stay on track with reading through the Bible. So I am currently in 1 Samuel chapter 17, getting ready to read about David and Goliath. So this is the NIV, which I do like. My main Bible that I have is the NLT, the New Living Translation, which I prefer, although I still like the King James because that's what I was raised on. But some of these other versions do help to break it down. So I enjoy I pray before I start reading my Bible and ask God to speak to me through His Word. And then I just read through, I highlight any verses that are especially meaningful or stand out to me, and then I move on. So yeah, I started in Genesis probably in October. So I'm making my way through. Some days it doesn't work out, but most days I do sit down and read at least a chapter, sometimes more. If my attention span will hold. But I'm excited. It's really been very special to be journeying through the Bible. So excited about that. So yep, gonna have my coffee and my breakfast. So I'm sifting and sorting and organizing in my closet and came across some jeans that I've saved. I saved one pair of jeans for every size that I've outgrown. So I just wanted to show you the different sizes because it gives me so much hope, so much encouragement just to see how far I've come. So the bottom pair is a 2X, that's where I started. And then we have 18s, 16s, and now 14s. So this is how far I have come over the last year. It's amazing. I can't tell you how good it feels. I've never had this kind of situation, downsizing. I've gone up sizes, but I've never gone down so many. And boy, does it feel good. So I just wanted to show you this visual. You can do it too. There's nothing that I'm doing that's any more special than the next person. I'm just making daily healthy choices. It's all about decisions, right? I'm preparing a vegetable soup that I'm going to cook in the Instant Pot. I've got some olive oil and the garlic cut up in there already, but I just wanted to give you a quick walk through what I'm doing. I am calling this a refrigerator dump soup, whatever, vegetable soup. It's just something I'm using up some leftover, well, some vegetables that I had in the fridge. So, but I have these dried beans. One is a harvest blend that I'll use some of those. And I'm probably gonna go ahead and use up this hearty soup blend, just peas and lentils, that sort of thing. So probably gonna use a good bit of that. And then for seasoning, I'm going to use the chicken better than bouillon and a little bit of the tomato paste, of course, probably about 6 cups of water. I'll eye that and see that how that goes. Some parsley, basil, bay leaf, and some coarse black pepper. And then I have chopped up some fresh carrots, a sweet potato, which was pretty big. And then I had some cabbage in the fridge that I'm just gonna throw all this together, and that will make a yummy, yummy lunch slash dinner probably too for me. Hubby will want some chicken or some meat, but this would be good over some brown rice for me. So just wanted to throw that out to you, give you some ideas maybe. But yeah, I love soup, especially with the cooler weather. That's all for today. Santa and I will say goodbye for now, and we will catch you tomorrow. Have a blessed night. Comment below if my journey has been encouraging to you, and let me know how you're doing on your journey. God bless. Bye-bye.